everybody, and welcome to my channel and to another weigh-in. I told you yesterday on my haul that it was going to be, well, it was. But okay, let me just tell you, and then we'll talk about whatever we think. So I weighed in at 342.3 for a gain of 11 pounds, and that puts me at 34.8. Now here's the thing. If you've been with me, you know how my tracker, as far as tracking weight goes, I have big gains, I have big losses. What's today? Wednesday? Sunday I weighed, and I was 329 point something. So that was a loss. Almost overnight, I gained 10 pounds. No joke. No joke. That's how it happens with me. Now, granted, this week was a heavy eating week, and I'm going to tell you why. But it's also a heavy swelling week. My legs, I told you, I think last week, how they've been swelling. Well, my left one is to the point to where when I went out yesterday, my capri was stuck. It won't go down over my calf. That's how big my legs are swollen. And normally they're loose all the way around. So that is part of it. And part of it, I'm going to just say half and half. Let's just say half and half. Part of it is our eating, because David, he goes to the doctor twice a year, or if he practically cuts his arm off, then he goes. Or his hand off. He went for that. But he goes twice a year to get his medicine, and gripes and carries on about having to do that. I'm like, if you went to the doctors even half as much as I did, you'd never make it. It just aggravates the snot out of him to go to the doctor. Well, it was his time to go so he can get his next 6 months worth of medicine. Well, he got his blood work back, and his A1C was borderline. Now, when mine's where his is, my endocrinologist says, you're doing good. Keep it up. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. What I was doing at that time was low carb. Y'all remember last, I think I got some on my glasses. Y'all remember last fall when I was doing low carb and I was doing really, really well? Well, his doctor told him basically to eat low carb. Stay away from the flour, the white foods, the sugary drinks, which he don't drink. Every now and then he'll get him a Coca-Cola at night, maybe once a week. It was there for a while every night, and I told him he had to stop that. But here's the thing about his A1C, and his cholesterol was kind of iffy on part of that. But his job as a truck driver, they monitor when they go for their physicals. They monitor, and I don't know what their cutoff is. I don't know what their number is, but if they get to it on their A1C, they have 6 months to bring it down, or they lose their job. That's it, period. They keep track of these truck drivers. At least David's company does. So we were sitting there talking. He's like, that's my job. That's my livelihood. I'm like, okay. We're going on low carb, period. Don't want to discuss it. So the fact, because you know how I've just been sailing along, not trying to lose, not trying to gain, just being. Now that it's for him, it seems more, I don't want to say that I'm not important, but it seems more important for me to control it for him, for his job, than for me and my health. And I know that sounds ridiculous because I am concerned about my health, but now it seems more urgent, as if my health is not urgent. My health sucks. It sucks harder than a Hoover vacuum cleaner. But I said, the doctor said to watch the carbs, and my endocrinologist, when I went in and my numbers were so good and I had lost weight, and he was woohoo, he was had his arms up in the air. He goes, whatever you're doing, you keep doing it. And it was low carb. That's when I was doing that. So I told him starting Friday, because that's when my menus start over, is on Fridays, we're going low carb. Well, he just don't know if he can do it. Because before, when I was low carb, I would still make him the taters and the rice. And y'all know he's a tater dude. Loves his taters. Matter of fact, on Father's Day, he wanted country style steak and gravy and mashed taters. And I'm going to tell you what, I made a bowl of mashed taters to feed the army. We ate on that thing. Even after us and the kids ate, we ate on that thing for like 3 days. So he's like, he just don't know. I said, well, we'll gripe and moan about it the whole time. He said, yes, we will. I said, you can still have your taters, just a small amount. I'm going to keep us to 50 grams of carbs or less per day. I think that's a good number. When I was doing it, it was 30. But I'm thinking we can do it on 50. I am, because we're not going keto. I am making keto recipes because, like I've told you before, all keto, just by the nature of it being keto, is low carb. So anything that says it's keto, you're safe to make it if you're just eating low carb. So we'll still have complex carbs and taters, because he's not going to live without taters. He's just not going to. But in the small portions to keep it within our carb allowance. Now, what we've done this week is I had already made my menu using up everything, well, not everything, but a lot of stuff I had in the freezer, because it's crammed full. I need to make room for if we need anything else, and it's just food we need to eat, you know. Instead of buying some new stuff, we just need to eat what we got. Well, it all of a sudden morphed into, hold on, I got 2 trucks right in a row, hold on. Alright, it morphed into, let's eat all the carbs we can eat, because they're going bye-bye on Friday. So we've been picking the carby food. My menu has changed around. We've been picking the carby food out of the freezer and out of the cabinet. We've eaten out a couple times. We had on Father's Day, he wanted coconut sheet cake, which, let me tell you, there's enough carbs to sink a ship in that cake. It's a white cake mix that you just bake, and then you mix a can of sweetened condensed milk, which I can sit down and eat with a spoon, and a can of cream of coconut, and you mix that together, and while the cake is hot, you poke holes in it, and you pour that all over the top. Now, it covers the top to the top of the cake pan, and then before you know it, it is soaked in, and the cake is not, I don't even know, moist doesn't even describe it. It is just, it's not a moist cake, it's not a wet cake, but it's a cake. Then you sprinkle some coconut on it, and then some Cool Whip, and then some more coconut. He said he could eat his weight in that cake. So at least I sent a piece home with Holly and Nathan, and then a piece home with RJ, and that left me and David a piece, because everybody had this. Everybody had big pieces except Holly. She had a little baby piece. Everybody else had big pieces of cake. So we have eaten things that we know we're going to not have regularly or not have good portions of. So we have overdone it this week. So I will not claim all 11 pounds of eating. I ain't eat like that. And my leg is big, so I know. But I just hate how it goes overnight like that, you know, from 329 to, it was like 339 the very next day, and then yesterday it was 345, and today it's 342. So it's just kind of all over the place. So that's what we're going to be doing. And well, gosh, hold on. You know that means somebody's coming to see you, and I don't want nobody coming to see me. I ain't been walking. I quit walking. I ain't walking no more. I said do the hard thing unless it affects your health, and it's affecting my health. My knees were already shot. They are shot beyond shot. I'm almost to the point to where I can't get up and down off of chairs. Well, I can't get up and down if I don't hold on to something and push myself up. I can't even get off the side of the bed without turning around and pushing up with both hands. So, one of my dear subscribers, and she knows who she is, gave me her, because she lives about an hour from me, I guess it is. She gave me her orthopedic surgeon who did her knees, and said that he was really good and that he cared about helping you. And see, I've not found one like that yet. All I find are these little boys that say, lose 100 pounds and then you'll be in the ballpark. Not, well, let's do an MRI, let's see exactly what's wrong with it. I'm thinking maybe, even though I'm sure he can't do my surgeries because of my weight, but I'm thinking, well, maybe he can write a prescription for some custom-made compression sleeves, because my legs are really big. You cannot find anything in the store to fit my legs. Even if I lose weight, I'm gonna have big legs. My mama told me that. I told y'all before. When I was probably about 13, she said, you got big legs and you'll always have big legs. She called it up. She absolutely called it up, because I got the big legs. And I got the big feet to go with them. Big feet. My mama's always said, she put me on a firm foundation. So, but anyway, I got an appointment with him at the end of the month. And I will gladly drive an hour, or how much ever long it takes. I will gladly drive it to see if I can get some help, some kind of relief. I'm not going to get no more injections. I'm not going to let him do that, because they've shot their usefulness. I was going to say something nasty, but I ain't. They don't help. They don't help at all. So anyway, I'm not going to walk on them no more, because I've ruined them. I've ruined them beyond what they were ruined. So my walking days are over until I get them replaced. So I think that's all I know. Oh no! Listen, I mentioned it on my video yesterday. Listen, I was going to bring Flair out with me this morning, but she ain't up yet. It's a little chilly out here. It made me think when I seen her name on there. I told you on my haul when I bought them little cups that I got me some tart cherry juice. I got it at Walmart's, because David takes the tart cherry pills. He's taken them for years now to help his gout. Let me tell you, can you talk? They help. So I was reading something where they drank a little bit of tart cherry juice, like a shot of it or whatever, every day, and it helped their pain. So I'm like, because gout, I'm trying to say gout and arthritis. Gout is a form of arthritis. And so I'm like, well, I'm going to see it. So I looked up on Walmart, and sure enough, they have it. Some of the worst tasting stuff you ever put in your mouth. It is not good. It's not the kind of juice that you pour a glass and have it with your breakfast. It tastes like cherry vinegar. I'm not kidding you. It's gross. So pretty much a shot is all you can handle. It's just, oh, it's rough. It's rough. But I'm going to give it a shot and see if maybe, I think I've told y'all before. I know I told y'all before. A woman I used to go to church with, her doctor, she had the gout. Which, normally it's a man thing, but women do get it. He told her to eat like how many ever cherries a day. So there is something to it. There is something to the tart cherry thing. I was watching Good Eats, Alton Brown. He did the Good Eats how many ever years ago? Well, he had brought it back. And so it was on this morning when I woke up. I think I woke up at midnight, because, listen, I was sleeping by the time David went to work. I get up in the morning, and then if I don't nap during the day, which I hadn't been, then I'm up in the middle of the night, and I hit the floor running. I'm ready to do things, get going. There ain't nothing to do but go back to my craft room, so that's what I do. But He called them maraschino cherries. I've always said maraschino. So maybe he just schooled me. I don't know. I like them, whatever they are. And you know what? You can't hear it now. That bird out there made me think of it. I think I might have a woodpecker. When I first come out here, I think I heard a woodpecker. That'd be nice. That'd be fun. So, I don't got nothing good to tell you today. Let me study on it. I will say it was fun yesterday listening to everybody's tag questions, what they call stuff. It's interesting to me what people say around the country, different words for different things. Oh, I'm looking down there at my cousin's house. Another thing we had, she brung us up a piece of cold oven lemon pound cake. She called me up and she said, I seen you out there on your porch. She said, I just wondered, was you still on your diet? I said, well, not so much. She said, I just wondered if y'all want a piece of cold oven lemon pound cake. I said, well, if you was to bring it up here. So she come up here and, oh, it was so good. It's got that good crust on it. Listen, that's the best part of a pound cake is the crust. She said, if you ever eat this, you won't eat another pound cake. It was good. It was so good. But she come up here and she sat around talking. She's crazy. I did not know where our house sits. Plumb up to the school, there's 2 blocks from here, there's an elementary school. It was all field they had planted with corn. My family planted it. I told you all this around here was family land. So I don't know, how it ever got sold or anything like that, and then got built up all the way up to the schoolhouse. But I just thought that was pretty interesting. It's just something I didn't know about. And where Uncle Eddie lived was my great aunt, and then down the road my other great aunt, and down there was my great uncle, and then up the hill was the mom and daddy. So the great grandparents, great grandparents, and that's where my mama and them growed up. Well, she's the only one that still lives here that's family, on family land. I mean, we're family, but this ain't the old family land. We bought this from my mom, and anyway. Well, between Uncle Eddie's house and her house, there's like a hill, and they've cut down Uncle Eddie's house. They bulldozed. It's gone. Grass done growed up. There was a trailer back there. There's another building. Then there's my great aunt's house and barn and all that I was telling you about. Well, the man that owns it, there's two men that owns it, 2 different men that owns all that's clumped together, and they want to put a housing development in there. But the thing is, one of them, I don't know if they want something about that right of way. They can't put a house where Uncle Eddie's was because of the right of way to get back in there. They don't leave enough room. Well, up the hill, I didn't realize her land went almost plumb to the house. And between her land and the right of way, they don't have room to put a house. Well, the man has come to her wanting to buy her land, and she's like, well, you know what? He said, I can't build a house. And she says, you know what? I guess you should have researched that before you bought it, huh? Well, she's like us because we have some property. And how many phone calls a day we get on the home phone, on my phone, on David's phone, text messages, emails, in the mail, people offering cash for the house. Well, she got one, and they offered her, a certain amount for that land, and she goes, no, that's the wrong number. I'm like, I know that's right. Don't you sell them your land just so they can build a house. She said, no. If they want that land, they're going to have to pay for it. So I just thought it was funny. That's the wrong number. I hope they don't build no houses out there. We can't use no more traffic and people on this road. Y'all sit here with me. Y'all hear the traffic that comes and goes. It is like that all day long, and this is just a neighborhood. It is just a little neighborhood. It is not a main thoroughfare by any stretch of the imagination. So, well, that's all I know. We're going to start low carb on Friday. I'm going to start meal prepping again. I ain't prepped in over a month. However long I've been taking my break, I ain't prepped. And it just don't do me no good to not prep. I'm one of these people, I got to have something to eat. I got to have it at the ready, or I start digging and scrounging and eating stuff I'm not supposed to, which there's not going to be stuff we got left over. We're going to try not to waste it, but we're not just going to sit around and eat crackers or something like that, which I hope I don't. Listen, if I get to craving a carb, I can turn a shoebox into a carb if I want to. I have those magical powers. So, anyway, I got to start prepping again. I made my menu already. That's what I've been working on for yesterday and today. I got my menu made, and I went back. I went to the library, got some cookbooks, which I already have some cookbooks, but I went and got some keto cookbooks because, like I said, if it's keto, it's automatically low carb. So we found some new things we want to try in that, and I found an old recipe for my breakfast that I've made, and then a new recipe for my lunch, and I just can't decide. I get tired of filming so much unless it's something fun. But I can't decide if I want to film my meal preps again or not. I can't decide. I know some of you don't care, some of you do, and I know some of you does the low carb. So if you do, how about this? If you do low carb and you would like to see a meal prep or a menu plan or a grocery haul or anything like that, how about let me know? Because if don't nobody want to see it, I ain't going to do it. Listen, I don't know. You might not want to see half the stuff I do. But, we're just going to leave it at that. How about that? I think that is all I know today. And I hope, what is today? I hope everybody has a good hump day on Wednesday. And I'll see you back for, I don't know. It depends on if anybody wants to see a menu plan or not. And if not, I'll see you back when I do something fun. Whenever that might be. So, I'll see you on the next video.